Hey everybody, it's Jay Goff of Legacy Leadership International. You know, it's been a while since I've been on. Just really been kind of taking some time off and reflecting on 2016 and making my plans up for 2017, which I'm still in the process of doing actually. And, I was going to do a workshop on goal setting. And what I realized though is everybody's doing a workshop on goal setting. I mean, anywhere you look, there are articles, there are YouTubes, there are lessons, there are books, there are coaches at the wazoo teaching and doing workshops on goal setting. Goals. And it made me think, I don't want to be like any other coach. I got to looking at not just the fact that there's so many opportunities and programs out there to help you learn how to set your goals, which I'm all about that. I mean, if you want me to help you set your goals, that's fantastic. I want to. I love that. But it made me really think what I want to do this year instead is, here we are going on to the second week. Now, about the fourth week, third or fourth week, is usually when we start really slacking off on what we say we want to do, like going to the gym or losing weight or setting up something like a course or getting those birthday cards out or whatever that is. But we start slipping back. And so what I want to do, though, is I was inspired by my mentor, Mark Cole. Now, Mark Cole, he is the CEO of all of John Maxwell's companies, of the John Maxwell Company, the John Maxwell Enjoy nonprofit, the John Maxwell Team. There are presidents within each one of these, but John is the CEO, and John is a phenomenal leader. As a matter of fact, I think he's probably one of the best examples of leadership and connecting skills and communicating with your people and helping them to work through their obstacles to define themselves and define what they are so that they can become more. Mark is phenomenal. But what I want to share with you today is something that he shared with me and the team on the John Maxwell team and the mentorship program. And it's talking about the last year coming up. The last year, where we are now, and what is to come. And so I'm going to look at the notes that I took down. And so what we're talking about is there's 9 questions that we have to ask ourselves. 9 questions. And I'm going to be sharing this also with my networking group and other people in my coaching. But 9 questions. And what I want you to do, and you can pause this if you'd like and reflect on this. I'm not going to go into great detail because I'm limited on time as far as this platform. But in the future, I will definitely be going deeper on this because I am developing a workshop that's actually going to help you revisit what your goals were and look at it a little differently than what most people are sharing with you. But the first thing is on reflections. The first 4 have to do with reflecting. Looking back in 2016. The 5th one is where we at right now. And then the last 4, 6 through 9, are actually has to do with 2017, has to do with the future. Okay? So the first thing is, the question that I would ask myself is, what did I accomplish? In 2016, what did I accomplish? What were some good things that I accomplished, that I set out to do and I accomplished? Or maybe some things I achieved that I didn't set out to achieve, but yet it was a good accomplishment. So what did I accomplish? And I hope you kept track throughout the year on your calendar of all the things that you've done. I kept a journal as well. That helps. Number 2, what did I learn? What did I learn in 2016? We talk about things that John's got a book called Sometimes You Win and Sometimes You Learn, because it's not about losing, it's about learning from our mistakes or the things that we may not have been successful at. So the question is, what did I learn? Number 3, who did I lead? We're talking about who did I lead in 2016. Is there people, whether in our family settings or whether in our corporate settings, or most importantly, did I lead myself? So how am I leading myself? Did I lead myself? And did I lead it in such a way that gave me greater success for the future? So that's the question you've got to ask yourself, is who did I lead? Number 4, the 4th question is, what held me back? What held me back? I mean, let's face it, 2016 ended. And at the end of the year, when we look back, we're going to see some things that we did not succeed or we did not achieve. And so it's important to understand that they weren't bad goals. It's just that we didn't achieve those goals. And so we have to identify what it was. What held you back from achieving that? What were some of the obstacles? Maybe some of the attitude, maybe some of the thinking, negative thoughts and stuff. What was it that held you back? Identify those things so you can, when you identify what holds you back, you can recognize it in the future to keep it from holding you back again. So those are the 4 things on reflection. Next, we're going to talk about the present. Number 5, now. Do I still love what I do? Do I still love what I'm doing? Do I still love what I have set out to achieve? You know, for me, being a John Maxwell team member and the founder of my business, Legacy Leadership International, I have to go back and ask myself this sometimes, because there are times throughout the year you can love what you do and lose passion, even if for a moment. Because there's going to be discouragement. Sometimes things aren't working out the way that you'd hope they would work out. You may even ask yourself, is this really what I want to do? And when you find out and you discover those questions, there's a lot of questions I can help you to identify that, to identify your passion, to see if it is your passion or if it's just a fleeting fancy. But is this something that I still love to do? And if you do, then we're going to talk about 2017. 2017, that's the next year coming up, right? So number 6 is, am I willing to pay that price again? Am I willing to pay the price again? What we did back in 2016, there's a lot of sacrifice, there's a lot of readjustments, there's a lot of times that we had to miss out on, maybe with family, maybe with events, maybe I had to say no to some possibilities, but to achieve this dream. Am I willing to pay the price again? Maybe we had to pay out $5,000 for a workshop or something, or a certification. Am I willing to pay that price again for this? Number 7, what are my Final Fours? Now, this is kind of a referral back to the NBA and the basketball games. What's my Final Four? This is all about basketball. And the Final Fours is basically, what are your 4 biggest goals? Not the small ones, I'm talking about your really big goals, okay? The goals that you think, what are your, for the future, what are your 4 biggest goals that you want to achieve in 2017? And 4 is a good number. Don't go any more than that. As a matter of fact, I say do 3 or 4. 3 or 4 biggest goals, but I would definitely go with 4. 3 to 5, but no more than that. Number 8, what habit change will aid me the most? Is there certain habits I need to change that's going to help me to grow? Is it follow-up? Maybe I need to be better at following up on emails and phone calls and contacts. Is it the procrastination? Is that a habit that we need to look at? Making phone calls. Maybe I've got a nervousness or something about me, or there's certain personal habits that I need to look at. Am I always connecting with bad people based upon my personal habits? And if so, what is it I need to change about my habits? John always talks about it, and I share this in all my workshops, these things as ACT. And ACT and everything, that all of our lessons is, how do I apply this? What do I need to change? And how can I teach this to others? So we're always in a constant state of evolution, personal evolution, changing constantly. And number 9, finally, what is, and this is so important, folks, because I've done this and it works. It works greatly. What is my focus word? For 2017, what's my focus word? 2015, it was action. For me, it was action. When an opportunity or something came up, I took action. When I knew something needed to be done, I took action. And I kept that at the forefront of my mind. The last year, 2016, it was collaborate. And I wanted to connect with more people that wanted to do what I was doing and wanted to do things as a team. And I collaborated with folks last year. I want to do more of that, actually. And just because it's, you change your word up doesn't mean that you have to give that other one up. Like collaboration is something I'm going to continue to do, although it may not be my word for the year. And for this year, this year for me personally, I've been kind of tossing around, but I do know that intentionality would be my word, I believe. I would toss in between intentionality and influence. Okay, But my phrase is to be bold. Be bold. To get out there and do it. And that lines up with the word intentionality, actually. But my desire, though, is to be an influence. So I'd say I may have 2 words and 1 phrase this year. And what I want to encourage you to do, folks, is write these words down. You've got to have that word. Only you know what your word is. Okay? And I can help you to identify that, how to break that down and come to that conclusion. But only you know. And so write the word down. Put it on a Post-it note. Put it on your phone as a screensaver. Put it on your bookmarker of your books that you read. Whatever the word is for you this year, write that. Keep it forefront and right in front of you, where you'll see that constantly as a reminder. And so that's where we're at right now. The 9 questions, of course, encouraged by Mark Cole, the CEO of the John Maxwell Companies and a mentor of mine. And but I want you to think about that. And if you'd like more information on how I can help you to reflect back on 2016, identify those areas that you really want to change, and how can we move forward to 2017 and beyond, I'd be happy to help you out with that. You can reach me at j@legacy-leadership.com. And don't forget, also by mobile phone, 417-298-6419. And if that doesn't work for you, or if you're interested right now, just go ahead and leave me a message in the comments section below. So until then, folks, let me tell you something. Life is what you live, legacy is what you leave, and it's leadership that builds a bridge. I'm Jay Goff with Legacy Leadership International, building a global legacy of leadership excellence.